We're going live and on the record here, YouTube land. It's our post one up Wednesday first club race after the big one up cup challenge. And it's all about intermediates tonight. No expert two-wheel, no two-wheel mod. D-main 17.5 lock timing. You guys get around for one more. If you want it. If not, go ahead and get in your spots. We're going to put, go ahead and stop him. Go ahead and stop him. We're going to put Warren Darnell in the 1 spot, Anton in the 2, Tim Romero in the 3, Wustenhofer 4, and Danny in the 5. What's that? Danny's new here. We'll let him get away with it. Don't try that on a Saturday. Hey, and by the way, I'm calling cap on the Grumpometer. It should be at an all-time low. I've been nothing but happy all day today, except for the first couple of heats. Attaboy. Thanks, friend Wright. That's where it belongs. I don't even have anything special in my Coke. It's just straight Diet Coke, which I stole from Larry, by the way. He owes me a raise anyways. He hasn't given me one. Got me working for peanuts here. All right, here we go. We're starting things off here with our 75 lock timing, two-wheel D-main. 5 men enter, 2 will continue. Marshall's ready, driver's ready. Let's get it on the sound of the tone. All right, 1 and 2 breaking off clean here. 3, 4, and 5 all getting wadded up here. Oh, 2-car of Anton going upside down. That's going to keep Warren out front. And let me double check the C main. I believe everybody's staying. Oh no, we got room for. Oh shoot. I'll save that little surprise for later. All right, Anton leading us out like a boss. All orange through that back rhythm. Double, triple. Eric Wustenhofer in that 2. Scratch that. That's Tim Romero now in the 2. Tim Romero's rig here coming by that start-finish line. Wustenhofer not far behind. Warren right there as well. Danny in the hunt as well. Wustenhofer with a rollover. That's going to put Darren now in that 3 spot. Little endo out of Darren there through that little rumble section. Meanwhile, Anton trying to check out here. Novice B-main coming up next. That's Justin Hudson, Jarrett Thornton, Bill Riley, Haley, Washington, Leo, Jaden. We do have a couple scratches out of that one. So your odds of bouncing into that A main automatically got a little bit greater. Meanwhile, Anton, 6-second lead. Now, he must have made a mistake because Wustenhofer's right there. He half that deficit. It's only 3.2 back now. So Anton better keep his nose clean here for the last 2 minutes. Let's take home that
2
win.
minutes left.
Nice Marshall out of JJ. JJ's going to need a bath tonight, by the way. He's looking a little rough. Maybe a little bit of lavender in there to help you go sleepy by. Yeah. Little bubble bath.
One minute left.
Less than a minute to go. Anton keeping Eric at bay. Still got a 3.5 second lead on him. Tim Romero now up into the 3. Warren, Danny rounding out the field here. 40 seconds to go. Novice B main coming up next. We'll take 2 out of that B main into the A main. Wusenhofer with a move around Anton. So Wusenhofer stringing them together here at the back end. Everyone's racing to the line. You'll be done when you come by the line.
Warren Darnell done.
Warren is done. Here comes Wusenhofer, going to take the win. Anton's going to finish out the 2. Waiting for Tim and Danny to come by. And a little surprise for all you D main drivers, you're all advancing into that C main event.
Done.
So all 5 of you are going to go to that C main event. We had several scratches that I missed out on. So congratulations, all 5 of you. You guys will be in the C main, and that will be race number 4. Marshals, that is a race. I'll stop. Marshals, grab your blowers.
The race is completed.
Drivers from race number 1, need you all down on the track. Again, all 5 of you will advance to that C main event. So you guys will be up for race number 4. We need you down here to Marshall, though, for race number 2. And we'll need some volunteers. All right. Marshals to your spots. We do need a bunch of volunteers. Need a bunch of volunteers out here, and this is a novice B main, so we need all these spots filled before we get going here. So I got, thank you, Joby. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots that need to be covered here. So come on out, please. We need you all out here in mass. That'd be great. Benji. Brooks helping out. Brandon Bennett, nice. Curry is out here.
1 minute to the start of the race.
All right, guys, go ahead and roll them around, check them in. We got all
Bill Riley,
Marshall spots
Jared Gordon,
covered.
Jaden Grant Watt.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you, John. We're going to put Justin in the 1, Jarrett in the 2, Bill in the 3,
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Haley in the 4, Washington 5, Leo 6,
Leo Rosas.
Jaden in the 7. We do have 1, 2, at least 2 scratches here.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Haley went home, as did Christopher. So what's that?
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Oh, there's not enough? You need one more? Do we need another one? Does everybody have stools that needs them? Okay. Thank you, Bryson. Yeah, it's calling that squat. All right, no more laps. Let's put Justin in the 1, Jarrett in the 2, Bill Riley in the 3, Leo in the 4, and Jaden in the 5. I got room for 2 of you in that A main event. Jarrett's over here playing mind games with you guys. Trying to psych you out. Slide on up in that too, kiddo. There you go. All right, here we go. Marshall's ready. Driver's ready. Let's go racing. Sound of the tone. Bill went for it. Stuck it into the pipe, though. And just like that, hole shot going to Jarrett. Jarrett with some impressive qualifying. Again, we're taking the top two. Remember, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. That's all it's going to take for this B main here in Novice Division. Nice, slow, smooth 5-minute main will get you into that A main. And that's a bona fide Jimmy Left guarantee. Jarrett with a nice hole shot. Bill Riley moving up into that too. So the two-wheel drive buggies, 1 and 2, followed by a gaggle of Stadia short course trucks. And I got to look over there and make sure Dad's not holding the remote. It's all Jarrett. Let's play it nice and patient. Jarrett on this lap traffic. He'll be all right. Jarrett in the 1. Bill Riley in that 2. Justin trying to make up for some lost time. He's in that clear. Traxxas with the pink roll cage. Trying to catch the top 2. There goes Jarrett. Clicking off another one. It's Jarrett, Bill, Justin. Then we got Jaden in that 4th spot, followed by Leo.
Two minutes left.
Oh, 2 and 3 both getting it wrong there. It's going to give Jarrett some decent breathing room here as he comes by and clicks off another one. He had a 3.5-second lead. He's probably going to double that, if not more here. Jarrett, ice pumping through his veins. He's got an 11-second lead now over the number 2. So collectively, he's got about 20-second lead over the number 3. Oh, no, number 3 going dead. Bryson, pull that truck, please. Pull that truck. Number 3 losing power there. Rough break there at Justin trying to get back up into the top 2. And with that, barring top 2 breaking, they are going to advance to this A main event here. They've got a huge lead over the new now number 3 of Jaden Grandboys. Jarrett's going to come by for his white flag lap here. He's going to be the only one that's going to,
Leo Rose is done.
Leo
Bill Riley
caught you
done.
at the line. Bill, you are done. You got that 2 spot. And here comes your winner.
Jaden Grantbois done.
Jarrett Thornton, the all-red white. We'll give it up for Jarrett Thornton. Taking the win in that
Jarrett
novice
Thornton
B main. Going into that A main event. Jarrett, Bill, you will be going into that A main event.
Justin Hudson done.
With Jaden and Leo finishing it out. That is a race.
The
All
race is
stop
completed.
marshals, grab your blowers. Drivers from race number 2 and a handful of marshals need you down on the track. 21-5 B main. You guys are up. What's that? You guys are race number 5. Yeah, you got time. All right, let's get our marshals to our spots, please. Marshals to our spots. Jarrett, don't fall over and break that huge head of yours. All right, let's get some marshals out here, please. We're going to need a bunch of volunteers. We had a lot of little ones in that last one, so they can't come on out here, but someone else come out and help. That would be great. All right. No, I don't want to clear the results. Stand by here. All right, race number 3 is up. Guys, go ahead and roll them around. Check them in, roll them around, check them in.
Russ Beringer. Tim Romero. James Trunnell. Ski.
You can run it. Yeah, you're
Aiden
welcome.
Johnson.
All right, we got a 5-car check-in here. We got Dalen in the 5, Russ in the 4, Trunell in the 3, Aiden Johnson in the 2, in that BQ spot, Tim Romero. You got you all checked in. We'll let you get around for one more. Let me double check here and make sure we got room for only 2 of you, and we do, because we only had 1 bounce out. And I already made the adjustment. All right, these 2 are going to defer here. All right, no one else by that start-finish line. Let's put Tim Romero in that 1 spot. Aiden Johnson in the 2. James Trunell, 3. Russ Behringer,
1 minute to the start
4.
of the race.
And Dalen, the ski, in the 5.
$45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, here we go. Marshals on your toes. Drivers ready. Let's go racing at the sound of the tone. Aiden looking for a way around. Tim early on makes it stick. This tight stagger kind of changes things a little bit. We'll let you guys run with it as long as you can keep it civil. So Aiden getting a nice breakaway here. He's in that all white yellow wheel. Buggy by that start-finish line. Number 2, it's going to be James Trunell. He gets it wrong. Maybe that might have been Dalen that got around here. I'm not sure. He gets it wrong. So now Tim Romero is going to reclaim that 2 spot. So Tim Romero going to reclaim that 2 spot. Dalen in the 3. Trunell, Behringer. Behringer, Trunell, I should say. Dalen getting it wadded up. Aiden stretching out his lead here. We're a minute 15 in. It's Aiden with a 6-second lead. Tim Romero in the 2. Again, nobody in this B main give up. It's a long main, and lots of stuff can happen in these lower mains. People can fall apart, go from hero to zero real quick. So put your head down, string together some laps. See where it takes you with 3:20 to go. Aiden and Tim right now have those transfer spots. 1.1 back is Behringer. Then we got Dalen in the 4. James Trunell rounding out the field. Here comes Aiden.
2 minutes left.
3 down, 2 to go. Tim Romero. In that 2. Behringer trying to string them together. He's worked his way back up into the 3. He is quite a bit back from the 2 here. Dalen, that white card's the leader. When the time comes, give him a little bit of room, let him get by. Tim Romero all off on his own in the yellow-blue car. Going to cash in some of his lead. He had 8 seconds over Russ. Going to cash in a couple more.
1 minute left.
Only a minute left to go. Tim just trying to run some clean lap. Russ trying to find an extra gear. Going for broke here. Gap was 8.7. No change there, so it's going to be a run to the line for Tim and Russ. Everybody will be done when you come by the line. Comes your second car place driver, Tim Romero, taking that second and final transfer spot into that A main event.
Tim Romero done.
Russ going to finish on the podium just outside.
Russ Behringer done.
There goes your winner, Aiden Johnson
Johnson
leading
done.
tone to tone there.
Ski done.
Taking the win, waiting for James to come by.
James
And
Trundle
that
done.
is a race. All stop, all
The race is
stop.
completed.
Aiden Johnson, Tim Romero, Russ Behringer, with Aiden and Tim advancing into that A main event. Marshals, grab your blowers. Drivers from race 3 need you down on the track. Marshals to help, please. 75 lock timing C main. Coming up next. All right, guys, go ahead and roll them around. Go ahead and roll them around. Check them in. What we got going on here? $17.5 C main. We got a bunch of scratches, so we got a 10-car show here. Wait for you guys to come
Robert
around
Morgan.
and check in.
Candy Corn. Dan Salerno. Man on Fire. Warren Darnell. Danny Reinhold. Paul Manning.
I don't think Danny knew he advanced.
Eric Wissenhofer.
Danny, go
Tim
home.
Romero.
Danny Reinhold, you here? Oh, there you are. All right, you're here. Cool. All right. All right, guys, go ahead and back it down, back it down. Let's put Paul Mounty on the 1, Kevin Cornwell on the 2, Morgan on the 3, Salerno 4. Then Wustenhofer move you up to the 5. Anton
1 minute
6,
to the start of the
Tim
race.
Romero 7, Warren Darnell 8, and Danny in the 9 spot. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. Put
45 seconds to the start of the
Jeremy,
race.
pick up that car and put it on the 5, please. Will you? Hey, put him on the 5. That's Eric. He's still working out his cyborg brain. All right, we are good to go. Thank you, Jeremy.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
I believe in you, Warren. That'll work. All right, here we go. Marshall's ready. Driver's ready. Taking the top 2 into the B main event. Let's go racing. Sound of the tone.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, that was a good clean start there. About as clean as they can get there. Impressive start out of our C main drivers. Cornwell getting out front early here. Cornwell with some rough qualifying. Finding himself in unfamiliar territory here. Salerno moving up into that too. Then we got a whole wagon train right behind him. 17.5. John Young. Yeah, all of our B main drivers are staying, so we got room for 2 yet to advance. Woo! Kevin Cornwell. Flow yellow, white wheels leading us out here. Robert Morgan in the 2. In the white and green. Wustenhofer holding his own in the 3. Then we got Morissette, Warren, Danny, Paul, Dan, Tim. Well done, Danny. Recognizing that was the leader, giving room. That's the way to do it. Anton and Danny going at it. Wustenhofer going for a ride. He's on the other side, other side, other side. Well done, well done. Thank you. Oh, Morgan out in the weeds, has to get marshaled out. Wustenhofer had a rough one too, so he's going to hang on to that 2 spot unless someone else got around him that I didn't recognize. And Kevin Cornwell checked out early on, leaving nothing to chance. We are halfway down, 2:30 to go. It's all Kevin Cornwell. Morgan's got 1.8 over Paul Manny. See if we can pick them up. Paul Manny shoring it up now. Through the rumble section they go. Morgan getting a little wonky through that rumble section. Paul getting around. They're going to come by. Oh, nose to tail. 2 and 3. Paul Manny, Robert Morgan.
2 minutes left.
Coming up on Danny. That's your fight for 2. Well done, well done. Game on, game on. Morgan having a rough one over that washboard there. Catches him again. It's going to allow Paul to extend just a tad. Paul parks there. Robert parks it in the pipe there, so he's got to put his head down, string some together here. There's still 1:30 to go. And here comes Cornwell slicing and dicing. He's got nothing to worry about. He's got a 17-second lead. Paul now with some clean air. Robert Morgan falling way off the pace there, about a quarter of a lap. Paul Manny upside down, though. So Robert Morgan coming by that line here. He's got to slice and dice through some traffic here. Keep his nose clean. See if you can pick up some pieces here.
Left.
Paul falls apart. Paul had a rough opener, but he was your top qualifier for our C main event here. And he does not want to give up that lap to the leader, and it cost him huge because now Robert Morgan's all up in his business, going through that back section. Double, triple, they go. 24 seconds to go. This will probably be their last lap when they come around. What kind of laps they're pulling off here. This will be they. So those two are going to be racing to the line here through that berm section. Palmani trying to hang on, and Robert Morgan just cannot negotiate that rumble section. Palmani floats over it.
Candy corn done.
So good last ditch effort out of Robert. It's going to come up just a tad short.
Paul Manny done.
Paul Manny's going to take that second transfer spot.
Robert Morgan
Morgan's
done.
got to settle for the bronze.
Eric Wissenhofer done.
Everyone's
Danny
done
Reinhold
when you
done.
come by the line, waiting for Warren, Dan Anton, and Tim.
Dan Salerno done. Warren Darnell done. Man on Fire done. Tim Romero done.
And that is a race. All stop, all
The race
stop.
is completed.
Marshals, grab your blowers. Marshals, grab your blowers. Cornwell, Manny, Morgan, top three with Kevin and Paul advancing to the B main. Drivers from race number 4 need you down on the track to Marshall. Race number 5, our novice A main is coming up.
Ski. Jay Conway.
All right, drivers from race 4,
James Rover.
let's get you down on the track, please. Drivers from race 4, get you down on the track.
Andrew
All right,
Rojas.
novice A main. Go ahead and roll them around. Check them in.
Jamie Brown. Benji
Bill
Tolbert.
Riley in the
Brian
10.
Davis.
Jarrett Thornton in
Jody
the 9.
Grandbois.
James Rothel 8. Jay
Bill
Conway
Riley.
7. Andrew Rojas 6. Jovi Grandboys 5. Jamie Brown 4. Dalen in the
1
3.
minute to the start of the
Benji in the
race.
2. And your top qualifier. Ryan. Davis.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right.
Jared
I'll let
Thornton.
you guys get around for one more if you want. If not. All right, guys,
30
go ahead and
seconds to
grid
the
them up.
start of the
No one
race.
else by that start-finish line. No one else by that start-finish line. Brian Davis in the 1. Benji in the 2. Dalen 3. Jamie Brown 4. Jovi 5. Andrew 6. Jay Conway 7. James Rothel 8. Jarrett Thornton
15
9.
seconds
and
to the start of
Bill
the race.
Riley in that 10 spot. We are going to have a
Less than 5.
10-car Royal Rumble coming up here in just a few moments. So novice drivers, name of the game is a nice clean start, not everybody grabbing the trigger at once. And if you run through somebody, the proper thing to do is to wait and give that spot back to them. But again, I give you, all right, in that 7J, Conaway, move up into the 7J. Number 7, yeah. Oh, who's in the 4? Jamie, moving to the 4. There you go, Joby 5. All right, we're good. All right, Marshall's ready, driver's ready. Keep it clean. Let's go racing the sound of the tone. First A main of the night, novice. Going at it tooth and nail. Jarrett and Bill battling it out, bumping. Oh, Jarrett trying to take a shortcut early on. Doesn't quite work out. Did a great job in his B main. Taking the W. Benji getting out front here. He's going to lead off this first lap. Brian Davis getting the best of him in qualifying. Brian Davis now into that 2 spot. James Rothell in the 3. Oh, James falling off a bit. I'm going to say, did James get a new car? He did not. He just fell off a little bit. Benji getting a good start. Coming by that start-finish line. Man, Benji, I thought I liked you, and then I just looked over and saw that you're left-handed. I won't hold it too much against you. Benji, clear body. Yellow fronts, black rears. Leading the pack here. Looking pretty decent. Can probably hold his own in short course here. Getting wadded up with some lap traffic. That's the way it be here in novice. Benji out front. Jovi in the 2. Jovi looking good early on as well with her 4-wheel drive rig. 5th overall. Was looking pretty decent qualifying. Right now, she's looking number 2. Brian Davis in the hunt right behind her in that purple and gold 2-wheel buggy. So Jovi, Brian by the line. 2-3 spots. Dalen in that 4. Andrew Rojas in the 5. Then we got Jamie Brown, Rothell, Jarrett Thornton, Jay and Bill rounding out the field. Benji negotiating traffic here. Traffic definitely an X factor here in the novice division. Jovi and Brian were catching up to him. Looks like they got wadded up together here. Brian Davis is going to get around, move up into that 2. Brian by the line, Jovi by the line. That is the fight to watch here.
Two minutes left.
Brian Davis out in the weeds. Gets it way wrong. Jovi now to the 2. She gets out in the weeds. Marshals herself. So now it's going to be Jovi out front. Both of those two having rough laps here, so they're neck and neck here. They get into one another. Nowhere for one another to go. And then Brian Davis getting it wrong. Brian, help him out, help him out. Yeah, that side there. Rough one there out of Brian Davis. Jovi's going to reap all the benefits, though. And it's all Benji. Benji. 5-second lead over the field here. 1:10 to go. Let's take a ride with Benji over that back rhythm. Double, single. He goes up the hill, down the hill. Up and over the ski jump.
1 minute left.
Through the roller triple by the start-finish line. That's your leader, Benji Tolbert. Jovi had a rough one. She's going to fall to the 3 here. Brian Davis going to get that 2 spot back. See what happens here in the final 15 seconds here. Brian Davis is going to get by.
Ski done.
Jovi, you'll be done when you come by the line. Jovi's going to finish off in that 3. Oh,
Jovi Grandbois done.
No.
James Rothel done.
I thought Benji broke. He is not broke, though. He's going to come by the line, take the win.
Benji Tolbert done.
Just
Jamie
in
Brown done.
time, because there's Brian
Jared
Davis
Gordon
coming
done.
by.
Brian Davis done.
We're waiting for
Jay Conley done.
Andrew, Jay, and Bill to come by. Everyone else is done.
Andrew Rojas done.
Waiting for Bill Riley. Everybody else is done. We still got one more to finish.
Bill Riley done.
That is a race. All stop, all
The race is
stop.
completed.
Marshall, grab your blowers. Benji, Brian, Dalen, your top 3. Drivers from race number 5, let's get you down on the track. Short course A main coming up next.
Brian Stieber. Kyle Frady. Austin Harrell. One minute to the start of the race.
All right, novice A mains, get you down on the track here. And short course guys, go ahead and roll them around. Check them in, roll them around, check them in.
Paul Manning. 45 seconds to the start of the race. Garrett Passmore. Justin Hudson. Dan
We got
Salerno.
Brian Stieber
John
in the
Stenmo.
11,
Robert
Trudell
Morgan.
in the 10, Justin Hudson
James Trudell.
in the 9,
Brooks
John
Canfield.
Stenmo 8, Austin Harrell 7, Dan Salerno 6, Paul Manning 5, Robert Morgan 4,
30 seconds
Kyle
to the start of
Frady
the race.
3, Brooks Canfield 2, and your top qualifier, Garrett Passmore. All right.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
No more laps, no more laps. Go ahead and grid them up. Garrett in the 1, Brooks 2, Kyle 3, Robert 4,
Less than 5.
Paul 5, Dan 6, Austin 7, John 8, Justin 9, James 10, and Stieber in that 11 spot. All right, here we go. Marshall's on your toes. You're okay right there, Stieber. Just check up a little bit. It's a little bit downhill, so just wait for James to get off, and then you can take off right after him. Marshall's on your toes. Drivers, let's go racing. Keep it clean. It's sound of the tone. Brooks clipping a pipe here. It's going to allow Frady to go around. Brooks was able to hang on to that 3 spot, though. Paul Manning getting it wrong, collecting a little bit of Morgan through that back rhythm. Passmore hanging on to that whole shot. Frady Brooks, top 3. Salerno getting up there in the 4, taking advantage out of the mistakes there. Harrell clipping a pipe just like Brooks did the lap before. Morgan's trying to get back in the hunt. Right in the monorail down the back rhythm. Rights himself. Frady and Canfield by the line. That's 2 and 3 coming up on you. Stieber. Freddie getting wadded up here. That's going to put Canfield into the 2. Salerno into the 3. Then it's Morgan, Frady, Manny, Harrell. And it is a whirlwind, hair, teeth, and fists there for this midfield. Midfield of Frady, Manny, Morgan. Passmore checked out here. Canfield with some clean air, one of the only drivers with some clean air at the time being. Salerno in the hunt. Austin Harrell trying to get up in there as well. Then we got Frady, Manny, Morgan all going at it. Salerno and Austin Harrell going at it through that rhythm section now. Those two find it out for the 3. The Red Bull Salerno, the all black of Harrell. By the start finish line they go. Separated by a couple of car lengths. Passmore checked out. He by the line. Brooks Canfield trying to negotiate traffic, gets wadded up in that back rhythm. That's going to allow Salerno to get around. Then he turns in a little too soon. He gets hung up on the pipe. Going to lose some positions there. Watching the center rhythm, watching the center rhythm. Marshall in the center, watching the back rhythm. No man's land. Gets a hero, Marshall. I'll let you get away with it since you were kind of lost out there. Dan Salerno in the Red Bull.
1 minute left.
Through that back rhythm here. Late in the game. Moves up into that 2. Harrell 3 seconds back. Passmore in the center. Then we got Frady in the 4, Canfield, Manny, Morgan, Stenmo, Hudson, Trunell, Stieber. Salerno wisely lets Garrett get by. That's a good person to follow there. So Passmore locked in here. Got a lap on the field. He might get around for a white flag lap. He might get chopped at the line. We'll see here. He got around.
Dan Salerno done. Austin Harrell done.
So Salerno by the line for that 2 spot. Austin in the 3. Brooks fought his way back up into that 4 spot. Paul Manny to the 5.
Kyle Frady done. James Trunnell done.
We're waiting for Garrett
Passmore
Robert,
done.
John, Justin, and Brian to come by.
Brian Stieber done. Robert Morgan done.
And
John Stenmo done.
That is a race. I'll stop.
The race is
Mark, grab your blowers. Garrett Passmore, Dan Salerno, Austin Harrell, your top 3. Need all those drivers from race number 6 down on the track. 4-wheel drive, A main coming up next. You're not going to run, Dustin? No?
Chris Friedenreich.
Okay.
Brandon Bennett.
Drivers from race number 6, let's get you down on the track, please. It's our four-wheel drive A main event. You're welcome, man. Yeah. Short course drivers, get you
John
down
Young.
on the track. Find you a marshalling spot, please. Should have all these spots covered. I don't know if we had any back-to-backs. We got Austin going back-to-back. That'd be the only one. All right, guys, go ahead and roll
1
them
minute to the
around.
start of
Check
the
them
race.
in. Don't
Austin
break
Harrell.
them in warm-ups.
Bob Goodwill. Eric Hernandez. Eric Wissenhofer.
Probably going to have a 9-car show.
Jamie
Probably
Brown.
less than that. 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 9 cars.
45 seconds to the start of the race. I hate Iowa.
All right, it's going to go Jamie Brown, Wustenhofer, Frenwright,
30
Thornton,
seconds to the start of the
Bennett,
race.
Young, Harrell, Goodwill, and your TQ, Hernandez. Thornton will be the last one by. All right, no more laps, no more laps. We're going to put Eric in the 1,
15 seconds to the start
Bob
of the race.
Goodwill in the 2. What's that? Yep.
Less than 5.
Yeah, find someone to marshal for you. Eric in the 1, Goodwill in the 2, Austin Harrell in the 3, John Young 4, Bennett 5, Thornton 6, Frenwright 7, Wusenhofer 8, and Jamie Brown 9. 9. That's how Paul Weir says no. 9, 9, 9. We're looking on marshals. Pretty dang good. Almost. We need one there in the corner. Hey, Paul. Paul, if you're not doing anything constructive, will you marshal that? Oh, never mind. He's got it. All right, here we go. 75 lock timing, 4-wheel A main. Locked and loaded. Let's get it on the sound of the tone. Oh, leader getting it wonky there. Here comes Goodwill in a gaggle of cars. Thornton trying to make a case. Oh, those getting wadded up here. Somehow Hernandez got back out front there. So it's going to be Goodwill, or Hernandez, Goodwill, Harrell, Frenwright, Thornton, Bennett right there. Then it's Wustenhofer, Young, Brown. Oh. Eric hanging on for dear life. And Goodwill. Harrell. Frenwright. Kicking and scratching for that 2 spot. A little too much sugar out of Frenwright. Right into the back end of Harrell. It gets figured out correctly. Goodwill settling in the 2. Jamie, that'll be number 4 working behind you. Goodwill almost hooks a pipe. Keeps it pointed forward, though. Hernandez stretching out a little bit. Goodwill, Frenwright, Harrell, Bennett, Young. Frenwright getting it wrong. The wagon train's going to get by. John Young now. Going to move up into that 4 spot. Goodwill still hanging on to the 2. Eric with 5 seconds over the number 2. Bob Goodwill. Bob Goodwill trying to fend off Austin Harrell in the all black white wheels. After a rough start out of John Young, he finds himself in the 4th spot, and he can see the number 3 car, Austin Harrell, just about a turn ahead of him. Bob's right there as well, hoping to pick up some pieces. Friendright trying to make up for some lost time. Harrell getting it wrong. Nice
2 minutes
move,
left.
John. Little bobble out of Austin Harrell. That's going to put John Young now up into that 3 spot. Something's going on there. Oh, Bob Goodwill got wadded up. Harold's going to get around. Minute 20 to go. Minute 20 to go. So Eric with his windows down and the system up by the start-finish line. All black. All red. White wheels. Eric Hernandez. Lean it out here, large and in charge. He's got an 8-second lead over the number 2 of Austin. Bob Goodwill. Whoa, Goodwill going way out of bounds there. It's going to lose a couple positions here. Austin's going to settle into that 2 spot here. John Young into the 3. 45 seconds to go. Bennett in the 5. Friendright 6. Wusenhofer Brown. Thornton went down for the count. I forgot about Thornton. He must have broke early. Harrell going for a ride. John Young getting around. So now John Young going to move up into that 2 spot here. With 15 seconds to go, they're probably going to be racing the line. So John Young's got it. Austin Harrell's in the hunt. Bob Goodwill fell off just a tad there. Had a little bobble. And they will be done when they come by the line.
Eric Wusenhofer done. John Young done. Austin Harrell done.
Battle out of John Young. Moving up into that 2
Bob
spot.
Goodwill
Austin Harrell's going to settle for the 3.
Jamie Brown done.
Everyone's done when you come by the line.
Brandon
Here
Bennett
comes
done.
your winner, Eric Hernandez, by the timing and scoring booth. Going to come by and seal
Eric
the deal.
Hernandez done. Chris Friedenreich done.
Waiting on nobody. That is a race. All stop, all stop. Eric Hernandez, John Young, Austin Harrell, your top 3.
The race is completed.
Marshals, grab your blowers. Marshals, grab your blowers. Drivers from race 7, let's get you down on the track. Race number 8, 17.5 locked B main. Coming up. How many of you knuckleheads are going back to back? 1, 2, 3. We're going to need a bunch of volunteer marshals, please. Bunch of volunteer marshals for this next one. Number 2 right there. That'll work. All right, drivers from race number 7. Need you out on the track. Find yourself a marshalling spot.
J.J. Thornton.
And you guys go ahead and roll them around, check them in, roll them around,
Purple
check them
Stallion.
in. This is our
Kenny
B
Ford.
main event.
Paul Manny.
We do need some
Brandon
volunteer marshals
Mike
out
Sarr.
here, please. We got Paul Manny in the 10, Kevin Cornwell in the 9, Kyle Frady 8, Mike Soros
John
7,
Young.
Bob Goodwill
1 minute
6,
to the start of the
Brandon
race.
Bennett 5, Paul Weir 4, J.J. Thornton in the 3,
Bob Goodwill.
Brad Crone 2, and BQ John Young. So we got a lot of
Kyle Frady.
back-to-back guys out there, so I need a bunch of volunteer marshals.
45 seconds to the start
I
of
need
the race.
1, 2, 3 spots covered, please. If I get 3 marshals out here, that would be great. Let's see here.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
We just need 1 there on the bucket. Benji's got it. All right, guys, go ahead and grid them up. Grid them up. Did Brad Crone go home? What a dork. We could have got a
15 seconds to the
third
start
one.
of the race.
Hey, who came in 3rd? Kevin, do you remember? Paul, do you remember who came in 3rd?
Less than 5.
You did? Oh, okay. Sorry, man. So I didn't catch that earlier. We could have got you in here. All right, so we got a 9-car dance here. Marshals on your toes. Drivers keep it clean. Let's go racing at the sound of the tone. 2 slots up for grabs here. Oh, John Young going really wide there. Woo! The Mad Cow waits for nobody. Yikes. There was nowhere for you to go. I didn't say anything bad about it. You don't have to do that. You're trying to punch out of it. I don't blame you. Look at that karma working out for old Paul Weir. He didn't even have to do it. He did it anyways, and it paid off for him. So we got JJ out front. Mike Sora in the 2. Kevin Cornwell, the bump from the C main in the hunt in the 3 spot. We got Kyle Frady, Paul Weir right there. JJ in the all blue. Oh, collects 2 as he gets it wrong. Cornwell now to the lead here. Sora now going to move up into the 2. Oh, I thought Paul Weir was going to punch through that, but he was way in the back there. So top 4 all by that start-finish line. So Cornwell from the C, leading out the B main here. He's got Mike Sora. Sora not familiar with being in the B main either. J.J. Thornton trying to keep him honest here, and that's solid blue here. He had a great start. Got a little mess up in that back rhythm here. He only lost a couple spots. So very much in the hunt with minute 40 in, 3:20 to go. Sora bonking it and then getting it wrong there in that rhythm section. Got a piece of Thornton. The Thornton's going to come through in the 2 here. So Cornwell in the yellow, Thornton in the blue, multicolor out of Sora. 1, 2, and 3. John Young, rough opener, finds himself in the 4, and he is very much in the hunt as well. He's not too far back from the 2-3. 2-3 getting into one another through that rhythm section. It's going to give Cornwell a little bit more breathing room. John Young's going to get further in the hunt now. Here comes Paul Weir and Paul Monty for that matter. Hoping to pick up some pieces here. We're only halfway down. We got 2:30 to go. Thornton hooking a pipe here, getting it wrong again. John Young and Paul Weir are going to get around. Sora in the 2. Young in the 3. And it's going to go Paul Weir, Paul Manny, Brandon Bennett.
Two minutes left.
With 150 to go, 150 to go. Cornwell holding on to a 5-second lead here. A little mess up there out of John Young. Paul Weir trying to capitalize. He's right on the back door here. Through that back section they go. Double, triple, the way to go for 17.5 lock timing. Up the hill, down the hill. Sora's got about 2 seconds on John Young. John Young clips that pipe again, gets a little piece of Paul. They're both going to fall off the pace here. It's going to give Sora some breathing room. Sora goes upside down. He's still going to have about 4 or 5 seconds on the number 3 of John Young.
1 minute left.
4.3. 50 seconds. John Young hits that pipe again, man. He is just having a hard time with that turn there. Paul is going to get around. Both the Pauls are. The Weir and the Manny. Paul up into the 3. That is the bridesmaid position, though. He's 7 seconds to scratch that 4.3 back from Mike Sora. So he's got some work to do and not a lot of time to do it in. with 21 seconds to go. He's going to get on that lap with Mike. Mike's got a huge lead, though. By the start-finish line he goes. Sora's got 5.5, so it's going to be Cornwell Sora running to the line here. Cornwell might get by for one more, and he will. So Cornwell's going to get by for a victory lap. Everyone else is done when you come by the line.
John Young done. Mike Sora done. Kyle Frady done. Bob Goodwill done. Purple Stallion done.
All right, we are waiting on Kevin Paul to finish.
Paul
It's
Manning
going to
done.
be Kevin Cornwell and Mike Sora advancing into that A main event. Hey,
Candy
you
corn
guys
done.
got to quit going backwards on the track and throwing your cars out on the line when people are trying to finish. If you're going to throw your cars out, you got to come into this cave right here. That is a race. All stop. Marshall,
race is
grab your
completed.
blower. It's Kevin Cornwell, Mike Sora advancing into that A main event. Paul Weir, bridesmaid. What's that? You just sign up? Yeah. What do you have in it now? Man. All right. Two more races to go. Let this water drop, and then you guys can take off. This is our 21.5 A main.
Jeremy Madrid.
All right, guys, go ahead and roll them around.
Cade Williams. Tim Romero. Brian Davis. Aiden Johnson.
It's going to be Tim Romero in the 11, Aiden in the 10, Brian Davis 9, Cade in the 8 spot. Jeremy
Johnson.
Madrid 7, Juan Rosa 6, Bryson Curry 5,
Bryson
Aaron
Curry.
taking a scratch, Mason Martinez in the
Mason
3,
Martinez.
Wyatt Eichelberger in the
Juan
2,
Rosas.
and your top qualifier, Tyler Johnson.
Wyatt Eichelberger. 1 minute to the start of the race.
That's the best voluntold corner marshal at Hobby Action, Tyler Johnson. All right, guys, slow it down. Let's go ahead and grid them up here. Tyler in the 1, Wyatt in the 2, Mason 3, Bryson Curry move up into the 4, Juan in the 5,
45 seconds to
Jeremy
the start
6,
of the race.
Cade 7, Brian 8, Aiden 9, and Tim Romero in the 10 spot.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Oh, yeehaw. We need one marshal up by the stairs here. Let's get one marshal over by the stairs, underneath the driver's stand, by the metal stairs. One marshal, please. Thank you,
15
Benji.
seconds to the start of the race.
All right, here we go. Marshals ready, drivers ready. Keep it clean on the start. Let's go
Less than
racing
5.
on the tone. Kick the tires, light the fires here. Tyler Johnson hanging on to that whole shot here. Trying to keep his nose clean here. Wyatt in the hunt. Those two went at it in qualifying. They're going to be going out of here in this A main event here. Mason and Brian right there as well. Probably the best start of the night so far of our mains. Well done, gentlemen. Tyler Wyatt. Mason Bryson. Probably that top 4 doing a little breakaway. Brian Davis with a great start here. Moving up into that 5 spot here. Like Wyatt got around Tyler there. Oh, Tyler getting it upside down. It's going to open the door for Mason. Mason going to move up into the 2. Tyler going to fall to the 3. It's a long race, Tyler. Just put your head down, sling those laps together. Get back in the hunt. Don't overdrive it. Wyatt, where he wants to be, leading it out here. Deep Purple by the start finish line. Mason Martinez in the white, green, and black. Keeping him honest. Tyler right there as well. And about a 6-second gap. Bryson Curry in that 4 spot. Brian Davis in the 5. Madrid, Williams, Johnson, Romero, Roses. Your running order. The leader hooking up a pipe and they get by Marshall. Marshall. He's got to look 2 different directions. Oh, and Paul, thanks for helping him out and pointing him in the right direction. Sometimes that's all you can do. So rough one there out of Wyatt getting wadded up, and then so Mason going to take over that top spot here. Where did he go? Somehow Wyatt stayed in the 2. I don't know how that happened. Tyler. Right there. So 1, 2, and 3. Coming up on some lap traffic. Mason with
left.
a little bit of mistake. Wyatt going out. Had to get marshaled out by Benji here. So 1, 2, and 3 going to widen their gap here as they start to work their way up on the lap traffic. Brian Davis and the other car. That is 1, 2, and 3 working up with you. So the 2, 3 cars having a rough time negotiating through traffic. This is another racing skill to learn, is being patient and picking your time to get around. I do my best to call them out. Wyatt trying to fend off hard charge and Tyler.
1 minute left.
Meanwhile, Mason working his way up on the back door. Tim, that is your leader working with you, Tim Romero. It's Mason. Wyatt. Tyler falling off here. Bryson going to move into that 3. So Bryson's got Tyler to work with now. Bryson going to do his best to go full defense. He goes really wide. Tyler's going to get around him there. And then Tyler gets it wrong, as does Bryson. So those 2 fighting for that 3 spot here. They're going to be racing to the line. So Tyler's going to hang on
Juan
to
Roses
it.
done. Cade Williams done. Tyler Johnson done.
Take that 3rd
Bryson
and
Curry
final
done.
podium spot.
Brian
Cade
Davis
Juan,
done.
you're done. Everyone else is done when you come by the line.
Aiden Johnson done.
There
Mason
goes
Martinez
Mason
done.
by the line, taking the win.
Jeremy Madrid
Wyatt
done.
going to come by in the 2 spot.
Wyatt
Waiting
Eichelberger done.
on Tim Romero to finish. Everyone else is done.
Tim Romero
And
done.
that is a race. All stop, all stop. Marshals, grab your blowers. Marshals, grab your blowers. Mason Martinez, Wyatt Eichelberger, and Tyler Johnson.
The
your
race is
top
completed.
3. Drivers from race number 9, let's get you down on the track. 10th and final race coming up here. 17.5 lock timing, 2-wheel drive, A main event.
Mike Coco.
Those are all charged. Thank you.
I hate Iowa. Eric Hernandez.
All right.
Candy corn.
Oh, Brooks is still here. Brooks, don't leave without seeing me. All right. Let's get our marshals to our spots, please. We need one up on the hill. We need one on 2 and one underneath the timing and scoring tower. You guys go ahead and roll them around. Check them in. Roll them around. Check them in.
Chris Friedenreich.
We got Mike Soren in the
Mike
10. Kevin Cornwell in the 9.
1 minute to the
Fred
start
Wright
of the
in
race.
8. Nick
Brooks
Bayette in
Canfield.
7. Wyatt
Garrett Passmore.
Eichelberger in the 6. Brooks Canfield 5. Jeremy Thornton 4. Eric Hernandez 2. Mike Cocott.
Nick
Sorry.
Bayette.
Eric Hernandez 3. Cocott 2. Top qualifier. Garrett Passmore.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Passmore going for the, what do they call it, Paul? Golden double. If he can seal the deal on this one. All right. Bryson there. We need one
30 seconds to the
marshal
start
on
of the race.
cone number 2. Okay. One corner marshal on cone number 2. We'll be good to go.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
You guys are feeling okay. No more laps? No more laps. Stack them up here.
Less than 5.
And Wyatt, when you get up on the stand, you can go ahead and take one lap. We're still waiting for a corner marshal, so we got time. Go ahead and take a lap, Wyatt. Tenth and final race. Let's just get one marshal, please. One marshal up on top of the hill here to my right. We'll be good to go.
Wyatt Eichelberger.
I'll hop down there, Bryson. It's all right. I got it. We're going to let Wyatt take a lap here. Ice the rest of the field. All right, here we go, here we go. Marshals. Oh, awesome. Thank you, sir. Marshals ready, drivers ready. Keep it clean. Let's go racing on the tone. Two-wheel lock timing, a main event. Pretty decent start here. Been impressed with your guys' start with that tight, staggered grid there. Watching the back rhythm section. Marshall on your toes. Thank you, Bryson. Passmore going to come out clean. Thornton into the 2. Passmore leaning it out here. Thornton rocking the Rainbow Sherbert scheme. By that start finish line in the 2. Brooks Canfield, Cornwell. Cornwell played the bump game from the C. Gets a great start here in the A. Finding himself in that 4 spot. Garrett Passmore has been the one to beat in both of his classes. Dominated short course. TQ 75 lock timing. And is currently leading it out. And you got some talent in the hunt, though. Jeremy Thornton. Brooks Canfield. Cornwell looking to the inside after a wide turn out of Canfield. So Cornwell going to move into that 3 spot. Passmore Thornton. Cornwell Canfield. Then we got Bayette, Hernandez, Frenwright, Eichelberger, Soren, Cocott. Thornton got it wrong there. That's going to put Cornwell all up on his bumper. Through the back rhythm they go, nice and smooth. Good racing out of our front runners there. Passmore with a 1.5 second lead. Fight for two is on. Thornton, Cornwell, Canfield. Matching each other pound for pound. Oh, watch by the timing of scoring booth. Thank you, Marshall. Sora, I know you know this, but that's your leader right behind you. If and when the time comes, just a heads up. Woo! Cornwell getting wonky through that rhythm section. It's going to give it up to Canfield. It's going to give Thornton a little bit of breathing room.
2 minutes
Thornton, 3.5 off the back door of Passmore. Passmore starting to work with some traffic here. So he works his way through this back rhythm. And they get it wrong, and they collect a little bit of Passmore here. So Passmore going to give up just a tad there. The all green, I believe that's Friendwright. That's your leader working with it. Well done. He'll have number 2 working up on you shortly. So Cornwell going to fall off the back door of Thornton there. Oh, and then Thornton goes in no man's land. Preoccupied Marshall. So Cornwell's going to get it back here. So our top runner's getting a little jammed up here, working with lap traffic here. That's the way it goes.
1 minute left.
It is the X Factor with less than a minute to go. Passmore by the line. Cornwell, a little Tokyo drift there. Thornton getting hung up on the pipe here, working through traffic. Canfield's going to get around, so now Canfield into the 3. 45 seconds to go. Canfield gets wadded up. Here comes Thornton. Up the hill, down the hill. Lap traffic upside down. They both sneak around. Looking like pros by the start-finish line. They are likely going to be running to the line here. They are running 22-second laps. I think they only had 21. So it's a race to the finish here. Cornwell trying to hang on. Oh, Thornton getting wrong on that back rhythm. It's going to put him off the pace. Cornwell's going to get by.
Brooks Canfield done.
Canfield caught you at the line. You were done in the 3.
Nick
Everyone
Byatt
else is done when you come by the line.
Eric Hernandez done. I hate Iowa done. Chris Friedenreich done. Mike Sara done. Garrett Passmore done.
Garrett Passmore taking the win. Kevin Cornwell
Wyatt
from the
Eichelberger
depths of the C main. Second place in
Candy
the
Corn
A. Well fought race tonight, Kevin. That is a race. I'll stop. Garrett Passmore, Kevin Cornwell, Brooks Canfield. Your top 3. That's going to do it for the night. Thanks for coming on out. Make sure you pack everything up. And have a safe trip home. See you on the next one.
The race is completed.